The Reclaimer, while being one of the most impressive ships to look at in game, has in practice, since it's been flyable, it's been a bit of a lame duck. Other than it being a salvage ship, for which that gameplay isn't in the game yet, it's extremely slow, can drop out of the sky without proper usage of its VTOL and atmosphere.
You recovered from last night?
And it can't even dock or be summoned in most hangars, making its large cargo hold undesirable even for cargo hauling. But with the upcoming 3.18 patch, we're finally getting a new iteration of salvaging with hull stripping. And I don't think people fully realize how and who the Reclaimer is about to become the new metaphor. My name's Dead Leader. Let's talk about the Reclaimer.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Now, to preface this, first we need to look at what else is coming in patch 3.18. We have the cargo refactor that's coming online at the same time, allowing the physicalization and moving of one SCU cargo boxes. So not only cargo purchased or stolen,
that's
but
for the YouTube audience,
RMC, which is short
we got
for
a long show
recycled
today, bro.
material composite, the material gathered from salvaging other ships, will be able to be stacked on a cargo grid and transferred between ships to be sold at the relevant kiosks. We also have Soft Death, which is also being introduced, where instead of your ship just exploding when you die, instead of exploding into nothingness, killing everyone on board, there's a chance that instead your ship will just power down into a dead state, where the cargo will stay on board and the ship's crew remain alive to fight or call for help. This obviously has players keen to try out piracy more, and PvPers are going to love it as well, since there's more game mechanics to allow it to be more profitable to do. Now, CIG has stated that in 3.18, cargo prices that you can buy and sell from trading consoles won't get a rebalancing in prices, meaning that the risk versus reward for buying and selling cargo just won't be worth doing it this patch, since you have to put your own money down each time you looking to buy a ship full of cargo, and the return isn't even that great on the best of cargo that you can pick up. So there's going to be a lot less people shipping.
Dude, this is only making me think of, I'm starting to get angry. This is only making me think of the economy. This is only making me think of like economic gameplay and how badly it's needed in this game. Like really, there needs to be some type of focus or some type of release information from Tony Z and the economic team on what's happening. Like, please. Like, I am, like, 2023 is a leaner, meaner DG. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get into, like, serious, let's get this shit going here mode. I know it makes me sound young and impatient. But there's this side to me now that it's like I want to get down to business, and I want to focus on the issues and be very vocal on the things that need to happen within the business so that we're getting what we want from the game. I really want more economic gameplay. I think that's a facet to this that needs to be talked about a lot. The economic gameplay has been put on the back burner every single year for years. For years.
Cargo in the first
place.
Thank
you, Mad Style.
They've also stated that the price of one SCU of RMC will be the equivalent of one SCU of Quantanium, which I'm not quite sure at this point if the price of it is unrefined.
I feel like the year of 2023 will be me being called a naysayer. I feel like I feel like the public opinion of me will switch back to naysayer. Like I started White Knight. Then I was called naysayer for a long time. Then I was called a White Knight again, and everybody's got me in White Knight mode. And now I feel like in 2023, people are going to start calling me a naysayer again. And like, people don't understand that, like, over the span of years I've been covering this, man, you know, like, I've been in both camps plenty, and it's just rational thought, right, that puts me in this public perception, right? More 360. I promise you I will never do that to you, Tookie. I will never do that to you.
Which is 4,400 Alpha UEC, or refined, which is double at 8,800 Alpha UEC. But good. All this means is that if someone sees an unescorted Reclaimer game slowly limping into or out of atmosphere, pirates are going to know it's holding the most valuable cargo, where it's capable of selling the cargo, to lay in wait so they can jump it, since it can't dock everywhere. And even if that cargo hold is empty, the ship would be worth more to them dead to salvage themselves due to its immense size and amount of scrapable hull. All this may be enough to put you off potentially using the Reclaimer and just sticking with the Solo Vulture instead to salvage with. And for many, that may be the best option, since with no pilot control weapons, if you don't have a crew on the turrets or escorts, your only option would be to try and take obscure routes to get to trade terminals to sell anything you manage to salvage. And even then, the risk versus reward may not be worth it.
Not a good idea
But
to fly solo.
if you look at the Reclaimer as less of a salvaging ship and more of a pirate ship, things start to get interesting. If pirates include a Reclaimer amongst their fleet, with, say, a Mantis and a couple fighters,
Yep, absolutely agree,
Cutlass
Kerbo.
Black,
Glad to
they
see you here
will
live, by the way,
not only
Kerbo.
be able to pirate other ships, they'll have an immense cargo hold to store all that loot in, and if any prey they come across isn't hauling any valuable cargo to steal, they can instead disable it and just use the Reclaimer to quickly strip the hull and get as much profit off of any interaction they come across, since a Reclaimer can begin salvage as long as the ship's shields are down. So any ship being in the soft state is just RMC to be gathered.
Yeah,
with a crew of other ships and the Reclaimer's massive elevator access, it will be a simple task to transfer any cargo or RMC out into a more nimble ship to safely ferry to space stations or other places the Reclaimer can't dock to sell without drawing the attention of any other pirates or griefers looking for an easy buck. The Reclaimer really is going to be the most fun ship to use in 3.18, since it covers all of those new gameplay aspects. Even if you do blow up, being able to defend it and get into a PvP fight while you wait for backup to come and try and rescue your loot out of there, it takes advantage of all these new mechanics and would be the most fresh sort of gameplay to try in Star Citizen. That's why I'm excited to mess around with the Reclaimer, and of course, anything I get up to in a Reclaimer once 3.18 goes live, I'll try and record and upload here when it happens. I also just joined Twitch at twitch.tv.
All right, I'm going to like this dude's content. Let's help this dude out. His name is Deadleader, and I will put this link here for everybody to go over there, give him some DG360 love. I thought that was a pretty decent video. We always try and help people here. Let's bump him up to 1,000. Let's get him up to 1,000, everybody. All right, let's see what's next.